Welcome to the following presentation of some more NCCVL League Championships. We've got the first D2 matchup being live streamed here on the Stanford Club Sports YouTube page. Hello friends, my name is Jacob Van Rokel once more alongside you all this Saturday afternoon. Apologies for the near hour late start. This game's supposed to be taking place at about 4 p.m. local time. Instead, 4:56 on the clock. But the wait is over. The matchup here, the second round of the D2 bracket between the number 1 seeded Cal Poly SLO B team taking on the UCSC Banana Slugs. The 3 seed, the Banana Slugs, beat Cal State Monterey Bay earlier today at a 10:30 first serve time. So the Slugs already one win in their bag this afternoon, looking to make it 2 and upset one of the number 1 seeds in the D2 bracket. The only 2 games remaining today will both be in the D2 bracket. Following the conclusion of this one, we'll have the San Jose State taking on UC Davis B team. And then the winner of those 2 will play each other in the championship match tomorrow afternoon. So Cal Poly given the 1 seed the first round bye, their first game of the tournament. Let's go ahead and meet the starters for those Cal Poly SLO Mustangs, brought to you by head coach Natalie Marks. Getting start, number 9, Cooper Starr. Number 10, Nate Gardner. 28, Matthew Way. Number 50, Parker Schaefer. 99, Luke Walker. And the junior libero, Kenneth Lee, drawing to start as well for these Mustangs. As for the Banana Slugs, number 33, Avaki Cooper getting the start alongside Noah 5, Noah Lee. Number 24, Nathan Lee, no connection there. Number 1, Declan Swift. Number 1, Kian Chi. And then finally the libero, number 3, Sean Locke. Action right side for the Mustangs. Good diving save by the Banana Slugs. Keeps the possession alive. Another chance here for the Mustangs. Up the middle for the point. Right down to shoot. Parker Schaefer for the Mustangs. An early 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. Now the first point on the board for the Banana Slugs via the service error. Between these 2 squads, they met 2 times already in the regular season. Cal Poly SLO swept the season series 2-0. They won 2 out of 3 in a best of 5 series. And then a 3-2 victory in the last matchup, February 10th. So it's been a while between these 2 D2 South Conference competitors have matched up against one another. Mustangs with an early 3-0 lead over the Banana Slugs. Their lone point so far coming on that service error. Now both of their points so far in the early set have been via a Mustang service error. Back to serve now for the Banana Slugs. The libero, Logan Roberich. Sean Locke for the Banana Slugs. Outside action for the Mustangs. Swift right there. Back set. Swift gets it. Picks up the kill for the Banana Slugs. First offensive point for UC Santa Cruz. We're tied at 3 early here in Burham Pavilion. If it's your first time tuning in to these NCCVL League Championships here, Burham Pavilion, a historic site here on the Stanford campus. First built in 1921, originally called the Stanford Pavilion, and it hosted both basketball squads up until 1968 when, of course, Maples Pavilion, as we all know and love, was brought into existence. So tons of history here at Burham Pavilion. All the visitors oohing and awing on their entrance here, checking out the historic site on campus. As that's a quick 3 service errors against the Mustangs. Banana Slugs will take 3 of their first 4 points in that department. Back to serve, Skylar Takeuchi. Takeuchi, one of many freshmen, the Hawaii native. Mustangs another try, but they're met at the net on the right side. Streeter getting the action with the block and the point for the Banana Slugs. These Banana Slugs, 7 freshmen out of their 15 players on the squad, as that one sails out of bounds. First service error against the Banana Slugs. Back to serve, double nines, Luke Walker. Slugs go to front side, picking up the kill. This team's head coach, Kian Chi. Chi, the quote-unquote head coach, and other player, Sean Locke, the quote-unquote assistant coach. So these Banana Slugs, led by their own players as role models, and that can really come back to be in their favor. If their head coach is literally working out there with them day in and day out, it really helps set the tone for the squad mentally. Even at 6 early here between UCSC and Cal Poly SLO. Front set, left side, picking up the kill. Nathan Lee for the Banana Slugs, his first taste of action early in this one. One-point lead for the Banana Slugs early. Coach Chi going back once more. Kian Chi, the senior from Kessington. Left side Mustangs, Slugs are there. They're able to keep it alive. Not before a violation call by the sideline official. SLO picks up the point on the violation, now knotted up at 7 apiece. And if you're new to this NCCVL championship, the losing team of the previous game, this case your Stanford Cardinal, forced to work the baselines and the scores table. So if you lose, you're forced to do a couple extra hours of service for at least 4 of these Cardinal players. As you can see, Mario Patillo trotting off on the far side of the screen. Slugs met at the net, combining for the block. Schaefer alongside Matthew Way. Mustangs 3 consecutive points, now up 2 on the Banana Slugs. Logan Moran continuing to fire away, picks up the early ace. Miscommunication there. Noah Lee, bit of a weird look at his teammates. And apologies, Nate Gardner for the Mustangs mixed up the number 10s for both rosters. So Gardner serving for the Mustangs. Slugs rejected the first time, get another try. Mustangs ready yet again. Action at the net. Mustangs able to keep it alive, but another try now for the Banana Slugs, who are finally able to put it away on the Mustangs, much to the applause of the Banana Slug bench. Long rally there in the Burn Pavilion, everyone touching the ball. Coming in to serve for the Slugs, Gavin Loheis. Loheis, a sophomore from Carpentier. Double touch violation there on the Banana Slugs. That one hits the ground as well. And the Mustangs, the first squad to the 10-point mark here in set number 1. Back to serve is Way. Right side action for the Slugs. And a big rejection once more, combining for that one. Schaefer and Walker on the front left side. Front set on the left side. That one just too strong. Noah Lee aggressive, but goes beyond the baseline, and that'll lead to our first timeout here in set number 1, called by the UCSC squad. So the player, Keon Lee, will chat things over with his squad, down 4 early in set number 1. Banana Slugs down 4, possession Broncos. Way continues to fire. Slugs just rolled it over. A good shot here for the 1-seeded Mustangs, but they're met at the net. Flexing the guns right there is Cooper for the Banana Slugs. Cooper, the San Jose native, in his 3rd season with Santa Cruz. Mustangs answer right back using the right side lane. Big kill and emphasis by Doug Page. Page gives the 4-point lead right back to the Mustangs. That one sails wide left. So Page picks up the kill, gives the point right back on the service error. Now 4 on Cal Poly SLO. As a libero, Sean Locke set to serve for the Banana Slugs. Second touch goes over. Mustangs get it right back. Now the Slugs turn for some offense. Left side attack, but they're met at the net. 4-touch violation on the Banana Slugs. Besides the service errors given up by the Mustangs, UCSC looks a bit outmatched early in the first set as we've gone over the halfway point in set number 1. Back set, right side action, but first violation called on the double. That's now 6 free points given up by the Mustangs on the violation to the Banana Slugs, really keeping them alive here in the first set. Still up 14-11. Back to serve, Skylar Takeuchi once more. The lefty pokes this one center court. Right side kill, nearly a pancake save by Takeuchi. A point goes to the Mustangs. These Mustangs, both an A and a B team, and it appears the A team coming over to cheer on the B squad. Phenomenal save by the Mustangs, but a heads-up play by Mitchell. Matthew Mitchell getting aggressive on the first touch. Read that bump beautifully off the Mustangs and put it down for the kill. Like I was saying, though, both Cal Poly A and B team a number 1 seed in their respective divisions. As you can see near the top right of the camera, the A team and the D1 bracket supporting their squad in the front row bleachers. That Cal Poly A team will take on Santa Clara, who beat Chico State earlier this afternoon. Make it now 5 service errors against Cal Poly SLO. 2 so far for the Banana Slugs. See if that comes back to haunt Coach Natalie Marks and these Mustangs. Keon Chi back to serve yet again. Mustangs roll it over. Good try here for the Slugs. Push shot wide left off the hand of Noah Lee. Lee may be trying to be just too cute with things to find the perfect shot. Coughs up a point on the air. Nate Gardner back to serve for the Mustangs. Mustangs can't save that one, picking up the kill for the Slugs yet again. Nathan Lee, who's been involved early and often for UC Santa Cruz. Coming back in to serve, Gavin Loheis. Sophomore setter puts it right to the Mustangs. The Mustangs cough up the point there, looking for a hard attack was Parker Schaefer, unable to get over the wall of Banana Slugs. And all of a sudden now just a 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Most packed house we've had all tournament long so far early. Despite your Cardinal being the quote-unquote home team here, maybe the crowd going towards that baseball game we had earlier. Regardless, down to just a 1-point lead for Cal Poly SLO. 17-16 they lead, getting late in set number 1. We're back inside Burnham Pavilion. Banana Slugs on a bit of a groove, trailing now just 1 to Cal Poly SLO. Chance here to tie this at 17. Slugs cannot, they're met at the net. Deccan Swift unable to get it across. The Mustangs defense gives them a 2-point advantage. Like I mentioned earlier, this Cal Poly SLO B team swept the regular season series versus the Banana Slugs in 2-0 fashion. Gonna make it a trifecta of wins over UC Santa Cruz. Left side action. Mustangs keep it alive though, try it again. Pick up the kill, staying with the play. Doug Page. Page, a pair of opportunities. Picked up the kill, and now he'll head behind the line to serve. Pardon, no, he'll hand it off to Matthew Way. Matt Way drawing some applause from the A team, but puts that one into the net. Service errors continue to rack up for the Mustangs. 2-point lead. Nathan Lee back to serve for the Banana Slugs. Left side action. That one catches the baseline. Point goes to Cal Poly SLO. First team to reach the 20-point mark here in set number 1. As now Page is back to serve. Puts that one through the side of the net. Violation. Unfortunately, not allowed. That'd be maybe a cool rule to instill. If you can sneak it through that tiny gap just about the size of a volleyball, maybe you count it. In this case, point goes to the Slugs. Center action. Schaefer met at the net. Phenomenal save though by the Mustangs and Doug Page. Left side action once more. Picking up the kill, Noah Lee. It's been both Lees, Noah and Nathan for the Banana Slugs doing the offensive load early. Sean Locke continues to serve for the Slugs. A good one downstairs. Big deflection. Mustangs keep it alive. Right side, the lefty, double nines. Luke Walker provides a big kill for Cal Poly SLO. To crack back open a 2-point lead late in the first set. 21-19 the lead. Lee with a good save. Mustangs able to keep it alive and put it over. Nearly a kill there. Banana Slugs now earn an opportunity on offense. Lee gets stuffed at the net. Didn't get the best contact on the spike. And the deflection stays in bounds. Fortunately for the Mustangs, 3 points shy of a set 1 victory. Kenneth Lee continuing to serve for the Mustangs. Lee to Lee action. Chi met at the net. Tried to go with the delicate touch. Instead, he's met by Gardner. 4-point advantage for the Mustangs. 23-19 the score. And both the court and the A-team all getting involved here early. Right side action. My goodness, Swift with a missile right by Kenneth Lee. And the Slugs get to that 20-point mark, not giving up here in set number 1. Takeuchi back to serve yet again for the Banana Slugs. The Hawaii freshman puts it over the net. Mustangs first try. They get the kill using the left side angle. Cooper Starr gets the point and the set for these Cal Poly Mustangs. We were 1 point off there. My apologies. So the set 1 goes in favor of Cal Poly SLO. They take it 25-20 over the Banana Slugs. We'll swap sides here at Burham Pavilion when we're back. Set 2 action. The number 1 seeded Cal Poly SLO B team took set 1 over these UCSC Banana Slugs, doing a majority of the damage. Both Nate Gardner up front along with Doug Page on the wings. A complete offense and defensive effort for these Mustangs. They coughed up 6 points due to service errors. However, not enough free points for the Banana Slugs to come away with a set 1 victory. Official at the scores table, making sure all the subs are intact, checking with the scores table below me, where, as I mentioned, a pair of Stanford Club Volleyball guys forced to work after the loss, so kind of a tough situation here in the NCCVL. You play, you move on, you get some rest. If you lose, you're forced to work a few more hours and watch the other squads played a sport you're now eliminated from. A little salt in the wound, personally, if that were me. But all smiles from the guys down below. Coach Marks in that bottom left part of your screen trying to coach your guys into the perfect form. Trying to even improve that already spectacular defensive first set. Set back to serve for the Banana Slugs, Gavin Loheis. Action started here for set 2. Early violation on Gardner and the Mustangs on the carry. We saw the first point of set 1 went in favor of the Mustangs. The first 2 even eventually took set 1. The Banana Slugs looking for a similar fate in this second set. Page checks out. Ethan Squire replaces him to serve behind the line. Squire's first appearance in this one. Ethan, the junior from Sherman Oaks. Front set serve to Swift. He's met at the net once more. Luke Walker working to his left as well. Nate Gardner, as the Mustangs get back-to-back points. They're in an early lead here in the second set. Back set serve this time. Deflection at the net. Gives the Mustangs a good opportunity. Able to put it away is Walker. Deflected out of bounds off the Banana Slugs. Walker doing it on both sides, defense and offense, early in this second set. Slug looking for some offense. They go through Lee and they find it. Noah Lee gives the Slugs second point of the set. Lee, one of those 7 freshmen I mentioned, the outside hitter from LA. Back to serve Nathan Lee. Nathan, also a freshman from LA. Like I mentioned, still no relation between the two. Left side action. That one able to spin home on the back baseline. Reed Morgan, perfect location, throws a dart, hugging the baseline. Now the Kazakhstan native Nate Gardner going back to serve in his senior season. Fires the 8th service error of the game for the Mustangs. That enabled UCSC to really cling into that first set action before eventually falling to the Mustangs. That one a friendly deflection off the net for the libero Sean Locke. And the Banana Slugs tie this one thanks to the ace. The net early, friendly in favor of the Banana Slugs. Mustangs a front set on the left side. Locke there to deflect it. Backside this time, the lefty once more. Luke Walker getting it done for the Mustangs. Getting some early rhythm on the right side. Had some words with his fellow bench. Front set over to Lee. He's met by the Great Wall of Schaefer. Boy, the front line battle has been clearly won by these Mustangs so far through the first set. And now 10 points into the second. Lefty, a good short serve. Lee gets another try. Walker unable to pancake that one up. And the Slugs climb just one back yet again of the Mustangs. Takeuchi coming in to serve for the Banana Slugs. Middle serve or set and spike action from Parker Schaefer. Schaefer and Walker offensively and defensively dialed in the action so far. Lee gets the kill, deflected off of a pair of Mustangs, including Matthew way and out of bounds. That one, Nate Lee getting the kill. And now he'll head behind the line to serve. Back serve, way up top goes Schaefer for the kill. And the mustache man gives some high fives before checking out for Cal Poly SLO. Libero Kenneth Lee back to serve, the Torrance native. Spins it a couple times before jump serving over the net. Left side action for Nathan Lee, who picks up the kill. A little indecisiveness there from the head official. First pointed to the Mustangs. Confused me for just a moment. Point indeed won by Nathan Lee on the kill. Matthew Mitchell goes to retrieve it for the Banana Slugs before heading back to serve. Front serve action right there. Action at the net. Slugs stay alive. Now a chance to run their offense. Front side for Lee through the middle. Solo block, Nate Gardner. Boy, these Mustangs have had 3 phenomenal defensive plays by 3 different men. Gardner, Schaefer, and Walker. A dangerous front line, and that's the reason they're one of the 1 seeds in this D2 conference. Cal Poly 16-1 in play this regular season as Cooper takes the point for the Banana Slugs. UCSC, on the other hand, 11-6 record. Gives himself the 3 seed in the D2 Southern Conference. In the D2 bracket, just 1 North team remains, and that is the UC Davis B team. As the Slugs pick up the ace, that one finds a gap in the Mustangs defense. So the Davis B team, the lone North team alive, to go alongside 3 South Region D2 squads. These 2 teams here alongside San Jose State. Back serve. Mustangs get the kill yet again. Doug Page mentioned his effectiveness in the first set, getting back on track before checking out in the second. Ethan Squire back to serve for Cal Poly SLO. Swift left side. Action at the net. Mustangs able to keep it alive. Slugs won a violation, and they'll finally get it on the double touch from the Mustangs. So the boos from the Banana Slugs dugout, enough to influence the decision of the officials. Nathan Lee back to serve, hugging that left baseline, goes cross court. Right side action. Walker can't put it down. Now Swift able to for the Banana Slugs. And for the moment, have the 1-point advantage over Cal Poly SLO. Front serve, front set, left side that is. Slugs were ready. Lee a little dribble over the middle. Mustangs able to keep it alive and find themselves with a kill on the point. Phenomenal recovery from SLO, who once looked out of balance, able to tap it around just in the nick of time to pick up the point. Tie this one at 11. Nate Garner back behind the line, spins it over. Backside action. Credits the Mustangs with the point. Swift unable to get it over for the Slugs. Slugs go front side this time, but they're met. Luke Walker, the Jedi, doing it all for the Mustangs. A pair of blocks, pair of kills. Nate Garner continuing the roll beyond the line for SLO. Righty misses on the right side, out of bounds. Mustangs just 2 service errors in this set after 6 in the first, as we've reached the halfway point in set number 2. The bump set results in a kill for Reed Morgan, and the Mustangs gives a little thumbs up to the bench. Luke Walker back to serve for the Mustangs. Lefty, a floater, good up by the Slugs, and a missed opportunity there for Schaefer, and he knows it. Had a golden opportunity at the one-touch kill, just blew it over. Slugs will take the point. Takeuchi resumes his duties as server. Left side action, and you heard it from the crowd. Good night. They knew it before Morgan even hit it. Confidence from the A team, and that now switch sides in the bleachers. 2-point lead for SLO. Mitchell back in for the Banana Slugs, but instead Lee gets the call. Somehow Schaefer able to save it, but another violation called on the gather. The own bench of the Mustangs chanting at their players, "You can't do that." Typically not something you see with your own team, but these guys close enough that it's all good to do as jokes. This 1 seed maybe getting a little cocky against these 3-seeded Banana Slugs, but so far their actions are speaking for their words. Mitchell has that one go off Walker, and Lee able to save it. Castang pokes it over. Another try for the Banana Slugs. Mitchell sets for Lee. Fifth try on offense for UCSC. The Mustangs now golden opportunity. They can't punch it home. Wide left for Page. A couple phenomenal defensive efforts from the Mustangs. They can't secure the point. That's we're knotted at 15s here in set number 2. Timeout called by the Banana Slugs. We're all tied when we're back in set number 2. $15 here in Burham Pavilion between the Banana Slugs of UC Santa Cruz and the Mustangs of Cal Poly SLO. And what feels like a big advantage for the Mustangs, they do have a 1-set lead, but despite the momentum appearing to be in the Mustangs' favor, we're all tied at 15, serve in favor of Noah Lee and the Banana Slugs. Miscue there from Matthew Way. Draws some laughs from himself and the rest of the players on his squad. But right away, Matthew Way getting some chance from the bleachers and his own team. High spinner from Lee, played well by the Mustangs. Page left side action. Slugs get another golden chance with Mitchell, too strong. They're asking for a chip, they won't get it. Matthew Mitchell not happy with the call as the Mustangs get the point. They tie it back at 16 apiece. Kenneth Lee back to serve for SLO. Nearly an ace, but the Slugs able to get it over the net. Center action. Mustangs want a deflection. No, they won't get it. Point goes to the Banana Slugs. A rare miscue from that front line of Mustangs. Matthew Mitchell going back to serve for the Banana Slugs. 1 point lead over the Mustangs. Left side action. Nathan Lee rejected at the net. Once more, Gardner working alongside Way. This set, it's really been the defense keeping this one even for the Mustangs. Front set action. Slugs forced to just set it across. Left side, Walker finally rejected. Lee and Cooper team up on the left side. And Walker finally gets a taste of his own medicine. He's been denying swats back and forth all game long. Hanson Streeter back to serve for the Banana Slugs. Streeter, the Santa Barbara native, one of the 7 freshmen on this team. Right side action, that one goes off the body of Gardner and out of bounds. Momentum shifting in favor of UC Santa Cruz. Streeter knuckles it over. Middle action for Gardner, able to make up for that last play and get the Broncos, or the Mustangs, back within 1. Behind the line, Doug Page. Slugs go backside to Lee, who picks up the kill. A big fist pump from Nathan Lee as well as the Slugs, the first squad to 20 points here in set number 2. After the kill, Nathan Lee also going back to serve. Squad up 2 points in the later stages of set number 2, trying to even this at 1 apiece. Front side action. Getting the kill for the Mustangs, Reed Morgan. Using all that cross-court action. Mustangs down 1, Nate Gardner to serve. Lee gets it right back and goes off the fingertips of Gardner, who tried to pull back knowing it was out of bounds. Just got those index fingers on the ball. Point goes to the Banana Slugs. Ball given to Sean Locke after tying his left shoe. Locke a deep breath. His team up 2 in set number 2. Swift, right side, right hand, can't get it to go. Slugs get another try for Lee. Kenneth Lee sets Walker, who takes care of the rest for the Mustangs. The lefty Walker providing all the spark needed for Cal Poly SLO early. Now goes behind the line to serve. His team down by 1. 21-20 lead for the Banana Slugs. Front set for Lee. Other side, Swift gets the action. Too strong. We're all knotted up at 21 now in set 2 at the Burnham Pavilion. Momentum going over to the Mustangs. Noah Lee left side. Garner there for the Mustangs. Up the middle, Page. Mustangs get another try offensively. They can't convert, forced to now just push it across. Slugs now with a golden opportunity. Swift gets it, and they take the 1-point advantage. Declan Swift working hard on that right baseline. He'll check out as Skylar Takeuchi goes back to serve. In for the Mustangs, Logan Riberich. Riberich sets it for Walker. Not off the right part of the hand, so maybe some miscommunication there. Riberich, the new setter in, doesn't put it in the prime spot for Walker, who can't make the adjustment. Banana Slugs up 2 and 2 points shy of a set 2 victory. Better set there from Ritterich. Sets up the middle man, Parker Schaefer, for the kill. Reed Morgan heads back to serve now for the Mustangs. Neck and neck game here in set number 2. Noah Lee on the left side, off the net, and the antenna out of bounds. Cal Poly now back-to-back points to get it all tied at 23 aside. Second tip goes over for the Slugs. Good chance here for Page. Able to get the kill, a couple deflections, and then out of bounds off the Banana Slugs. And just like that, Cal Poly SLO with a chance at the second consecutive set when we're back after the timeout break. Well, I certainly hope the headset was able to pick up that pre-hugs edit exit huddle for the Mustangs. Singing the ABCs was Cal Poly SLO. Set point number 1 here in set 2. The offensive try for the set, no good. Slugs get another try. Noah Lee on the left side. SLO keeps it alive. Page, tough position, can't get it over. 24 all now in set number 2. Noah Lee now heading back to serve for the Banana Slugs, getting all of the action offensively alongside Nathan Lee. So that is a Lee squared duo providing all the offensive firepower. The Banana Slugs may need to pull away with a set 2 victory. Riberich exits back in Matthew Way. Front side option for Page. Slugs able to save it, get it across with Takeuchi. Middle action, Schaefer with the kill. He's owned that middle part of the court right on the Stanford logo. SLO with their second set point opportunity here. Ritterich right back in. Back to serve to libero, Kenneth Lee. The junior trying to get SLO up 2-0. Noah Lee gets the call right there, Kenneth Lee. Option on the right side, and that'll do it. Set number 2, it comes all the way up to the upper deck. And the Mustangs take the point and the set on the nasty kill. They take it 26-24 in set number 2. We'll swap sides once more here inside Burnham Pavilion. The number 1 seeded Cal Poly SLO Mustangs up 2-0. Set 3 action, the number 1 seed, the Cal Poly SLO Mustangs with a commanding 2-0 set lead. And in the huddle, it's evident who has all the energy and momentum. The Mustangs continue to sing their childhood songs in the huddle, while on the other side in the UCSC bench, not a ton of action going on, a lot of blank faces and some stares. And maybe credited to the fact that these UCSC Banana Slugs without a real head coach compared to Natalie Marks for the Cal Poly Mustangs. Mustangs had the battle back more than typical in that second set. They trailed late at one point, and it was back and forth through the 20s before a 26-24 set 2 victory. Mustang 16-1 on the season. Their lone loss came versus University of San Francisco March 9th, where they lost 3-1 in the tournament play. So the Mustangs not accustomed to losing, looking to blow through this D2 bracket as one of the number 1 seeds. Action for Page, left side. Ball comes all the way back to the Mustang side in play. Page strikes again. and picks up the kill for the Mustangs to start set number 3. Doug Page along with Luke Walker doing a majority of the damage for the Mustangs. Matthew Way back to serve. Front set, miscommunication between Streeter and Cooper for the Banana Slugs, unable to get it over the net. And for the second time in this game, a 2-0 lead early in the set for the Mustangs. The first 2 games we've had here on the Stanford Club Sports YouTube page, it's gone to 5 sets. We'll see if the Mustangs can get our schedule a bit more back on track, as the final game today between San Jose State and the UC Davis B team was originally scheduled for 6 p.m. And as you can see, that is only 9 minutes away, so we're going to be a little late. But hey, if the Mustangs can complete the 3-0 sweep, that could really help our timing out here inside Burham Pavilion. Off to an early now 3-0 lead. Matthew Way will continue to deal beyond the line. Middle set action for Noah Lee. Good deflection by Gardner. Sets up the offense for the Mustangs. And Doug Page. Net at the net the first time. Walker finishes the play off. The lefty high soaring. And that'll lead to an early timeout here in set 3. A 4-0 lead for SLO. We're back in 30 seconds. I know it was just out of frame, but they got some energy going in their huddle. Matthew Mitchell, the senior, providing the spark these Banana Slugs desperately need, down 4-0 in the third set versus the Cal Poly SLO Mustangs. First action goes to Nathan Lee, and hey, the opening point of the set for the Slugs. Matthew Mitchell keeping the energy going on the far left side of the Banana Slugs bench. Mitchell, plenty of experience for the senior middle blocker out of San Diego. Page on the right side now, just wide right. Back-to-back points for the Slugs. UCSC, a common team we have here on the Stanford Club Sports YouTube channel. We saw the UCSC hockey team play your Cardinal a couple times, and now making an appearance in the volleyball side of things. Trying to upset and come back all the way down 2-0 against the Mustangs. And now an early 3-point deficit. Back to serve goes Doug Page. Page a couple spins. Right side, Nathan Lee can't connect. Point goes once more in favor of SLO. I mentioned just the one loss came on March 9th for the Mustangs. As for Santa Cruz, they're winners in their last 7 games, dating back to the loss versus these Cal Poly SLO Mustangs February 10th. So both teams coming into this one red hot. As you saw, Santa Cruz making quick work of Monterey Bay earlier this morning. Front set action, and a rare appearance and kill for Ethan Dixon. Dixon on the bench a majority of this game so far, coming in for a rare appearance and picks up a kill for the Mustangs. And a big thumbs up back to the bench. Nate Garner back to serve for the Mustangs. Right side attack. Pancake saved by Walker. Sets up Dixon again, able to save his own miss. Walker unable to get that one up above the net. Nearly a fadeaway kill for Luke Walker. Sean Locke back to serve yet again. Middle serve, and continuing to work that middle area is Parker Schaefer. I'm sure these Banana Slugs are trying to identify Schaefer in the middle, but he's just living large right on the Stanford tree. Walker floats one over the net. Backside action. There's Swift picking up the kill. Deccan Swift. Quiet as of late. He had a couple early kills for the Banana Slugs. Going to be needed down the stretch as he comes out for Takeuchi. Left side action once more. Good stop there by Lee. Sets up the other Lee who can't connect. He's met by Schaefer and Way on the right side. Mustangs a 9-5 lead now in set number 3. I'm just now realizing that these Banana Slugs are actually rocking banana shorts on the court. It's been hard to tell with the short shorts the guys are wearing, but I see now on Takeuchi a bit more than normal. Clean look. Honestly, I gotta respect the Banana Slugs literally wearing bananas on their pants. Noah Lee back to serve for UCSC. Cross-court set. Page can't get to the cross. Mustangs a third try. Schaefer tries to end it. Noah Lee is there. Nathan Lee gets the action and the kill for the Slugs. Lengthy action in that point alone. Mustangs couldn't get it across the net. They finally do, and the point then goes in favor of the Slugs. More action on the net, and a net violation called against Cal Poly SLO. Now 3 consecutive points for Santa Cruz. Now just 1 behind Cal Poly SLO. This time, Lee unable to get it over the net. Those hard, high arcing serves finally caught up to him. Mustangs take the point on the service area. Just the third of the game for the Banana Slugs. 8 for the other side in the Mustangs. Kenneth Lee back to serve. Backside set for Mitchell. Just tipped out of bounds off the Mustangs. Mitchell, a line drive there. Thankfully chipped out of bounds. Not sure if that one was coming down. Mitchell after the kill heads back to serve. Mitchell got his team involved in the huddle like I mentioned during the timeout break. Now out on the court trying to show that same mojo. Lets that one go by him. Knotted up at 10 after the error on the Mustangs. We saw this in the last set. Set number 2, it felt like the Mustangs had all the advantages, and then you check the score and it was 15-15 at a timeout break. Similar case here, the Slugs just hanging along. They have a try for the lead here. Nathan Lee does just that for Santa Cruz. 11-10 the score in favor of the Slugs. A lengthy Mitchell puts it across to Walker. Gardner with a vicious attack, but he's met at the net. The retry with Page, awkward angle. Another chance for Lee, left side. Mustangs able to not get it across. Connor Casting just couldn't spin it over. Casting just trying to be safe on that last point. But the air gives a 2-point lead to the Banana Slugs. Tough angle. Mustangs able to keep it alive. Way doing a phenomenal job. Now Seth Gardner who can't finish. Way tries again for the middleman Walker. Nathan Lee for the Slugs. Left side. Can't find the gap. Page once more sails out of bounds. Banana Slugs climbing back and now have a 3-point lead over the Mustangs, and that'll take us to a timeout called by Coach Natalie Marks. The one-seeded SLO suddenly behind 13-10 as we cross the midway point in set number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. Apparently, the stream had been muted for some time without being noticed. Our apologies here on the Stanford Club YouTube page. But as you've seen, a big rally back from the Mustangs, responding to the one prior by the Banana Slugs. Slugs cross court to Swift, forced to just bump it over. Front set action. Dixon can't pick up the kill. Wide left on the attack. Slugs get the point out of the timeout break. Now trail the Mustangs by 1, 16-15 to score in set number 3. Up the middle, Gardner rejected the first time. Back set, Walker can't convert on the kill, just deep. Well, I'm not sure if the Slugs intentionally let that one go or if there was just too much sauce by Gardner that they had no choice. Regardless, a 16-16 game. Walker, another try, converts, able to make the adjustment for SLO. 1 point lead for the Mustangs, trying to complete the 3-0 set sweep over these 3-seeded UCSC Banana Slugs. Back serve for Swift, rejected, and eventually touched by Swift before it goes out of bounds. Unfortunate for Deccan Swift, just wrong place at the right time. Two-point lead for Gardner to serve for the Mustangs. Some San Jose State fans already coming into the crowd. Like I mentioned, that game projected to start about 10 minutes ago, but due to the lengthy games and some delays we've had through the first 3 games, forcing that San Jose State game for at least about a half-hour delay, depending on how long the Slugs can survive. Lock serve goes to Lee. Up the middle, Dixon splits the gap of Mitchell and Swift for the kill. Dixon, a pair of kills as of late for the Mustangs, 3 on the game. Walker back to serve. Noah Lee, too strong and wide on the attempt. Mustangs 20-17 lead, 5 points shy of the sweep. Garner lofts it to Locke. Mitchell up high and down low for the kill. Sideline official saying out, point still given to the Slugs. Some communication difficulties there perhaps. Walker taking his time, retrieving the ball, or rolling it back across to the Banana Slugs and Takeuchi. Takeuchi to Lee. Front serve over to Dixon. Good save by Nathan Lee. The Slugs just push it across. Streeter sets Noah Lee. The tap, no good. Now a chance for Schaefer. Can't connect, wide right. That one off the edge of the fingertips. Quick stop of play going on here on the Mustang side of things. Not quite sure what was going on between Coach Marks and the scoreboard official. Walker, high flying for the kill yet again for Cal Poly SLO. 21-19 lead for the 1-seeded Mustangs. Trying to make quick work of the Banana Slugs. Up 2-0. Good chance here for the Mustangs. They run it through Page. Takeuchi sets Lee. Otherly with a good save. Kenneth over to Page. Diving effort. Slugs able to save it. Takeuchi, 2 phenomenal defensive plays to put it across. But Schaefer, in the end, too much to handle for the Banana Slugs. Draws much applause from Coach Natalie Marks and the rest of this Mustang squad. Connor Casting back to serve yet again. A near ace. Instead it goes across to the Mustang side. My goodness. Deep behind the net. Walker still elevates. Hits the LeBron James silencer celebration. Boy, this kid is doing it all. He's had some celebrations. That one by far the most bold out of Walker. Mustangs cough up the ball on the service error. Luke Walker, just a freshman from Santa Barbara. So this kid, 3 more years potentially with the Mustangs to find even more celebrations to give out. Cross court set to Page off the body of Noah Lee and into the 3rd row of bleachers. Ladies and gentlemen, these Mustangs find themselves with match point number 1. And the libero, Kenneth Lee, back to duty honors. The crowd getting into it alongside the Mustang bench and the guys on the court. Schaefer sets it to Lee, gets the point. Slugs not done just yet. 24-21 the lead for the Mustangs. Back to serve will be Matthew Mitchell. We mentioned Mitchell hyping his squad up from the bench and on the court. Now trying to keep them alive behind the line. Garner deflected the first time. Lee left side again. Blocked. Point. Set. Match for the Mustangs. And in the end, it's the defense providing the game-winning play. After all the high-flying offense by Gardner, Schaefer, Walker, and Page, it's eventually the block that gives the Mustangs the 3-0 set sweep and the season sweep over the Banana Slugs. They've seen them 3 times now in the calendar year. Knocked them out all 3 times. And boy, that sweep certainly helps the timeline here for the final game of this 5-game day here at Burnham Pavilion. The final matchup will be between San Jose State and the number 1 seed UC Davis B team. So for the defeated Banana Slugs, they'll now get their awards for their fine play throughout the entire season. Some injured players getting awarded with some conference honorable mention awards. And now a 2nd team selection for the libero, Sean Locke. Locke, fine play today. Another 2nd team selection for Noah Lee. Noah Lee flying all over the gym. He gave it his all for these Banana Slugs on the offensive side of things. Much deserved. And the tall man, number 4, Matthew Mitchell, also with an all-team selection. So for Mitchell, his senior season, potentially his last game on the court for the Slugs. And he'll shake hands for one final time. And once more here in the Burnham Pavilion, it's the number 1 seeded Cal Poly SLO Mustangs sweeping it 3-0 over the Banana Slugs. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you tuning in to the Stanford Club Sports YouTube page. Don't go anywhere. More volleyball in just half an hour here. I've been Jacob Van Rokel, and have a great rest of your afternoon.